So first of all, what we have here in the foundation is we have the King of Coins. This is an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. And this is somebody that is very, very financially well off. And I also feel this is somebody that is like very interested in you. Okay. This is like a really good suitor. But whether or not he or she is 100% single and interested in you exclusively, I feel like that's a different story. This is somebody that is usually like attracted to the way that you look, attracted to the way that you speak, attracted to, you know, your demeanor, your physical characteristics. And the reason why I say that is I feel like this is somebody that is, it's a good person, but I feel it's almost like emotionally not as deep. And so they might try to compensate through spending money, you know, like spending money on you, buying gifts, buying luxury items, going out and wining and dining you. But when it comes to having a true emotional connection and when it comes to that sense of loyalty, I feel like it might not completely be there. And they're going to be very honest with you too, because what I have here is the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins is like juggling two people. Okay. So you've got somebody here that is dating multiple people. And they're showing up in the upright position. So I feel like this person is not telling you, yeah, I'm just exclusively seeing you. They're going to be very clear and very honest with you that they have a few people that they're dating and they're trying to find the right one, because I feel like he or she is trying to find the right one. It's just right now they're still going through the process of sifting through and trying to find the right one. And it's linked up as well with the Three of Coins, which is third party interference, wanting to get to know other people and see what is the best option. So I feel like you have an earth sign here that you really like, and this person really, really likes you. There is strong, very, very strong chemistry. And I feel like this person is very attracted to you. Emotionally and also compatibility wise, I feel like there's something missing. And so this might be, you know, something good for the meantime. Like it's like a Mr. or Mrs. right now rather than a Mr. or Mrs. right, or rather than, you know, somebody that you can go the distance with, because I feel like there is some difficulty in having and building an emotional connection with this person. And if this is somebody brand new, I feel like they might be dealing with other people too. They might be dating. Okay. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody that you're very attracted to. And I feel like this person is really attractive, very good looking, a little bit on the darker skin, darker hair end, and very financially well off. And I feel like they might be the type to, you know, buy a lot of gifts, buy a lot of trinkets, treat you like a queen, treat you like a king. But when it comes to that emotional connection, I feel like something's missing. In the past, what we have here is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is like, this is like the grand love, the great love. It's like usually, you know, the love of our life. And it's a love where we would do anything for the other person. And a lot of you Leos, when you fall in love, you fall really, really hard. Okay. Fixed signs, when they love very, very deeply, and there is so much intensity in their love that is kind of scary. And with this Ace of Cups in the reverse it's almost like expending all of your time, all of your resources, all of your energy, all of your love, giving it away to another person at the expense of yourself. That's what it feels like to me. There was somebody out there that many of you love very, very deeply, very strongly. And I do feel like there was a relationship, you know, like a marriage, a household where the two of you lived together, share space together, possibly had children together. And there was a lot of like, the relationship was built up over time. So there was a lot of joint bank account, joint resources, and property even. And for many of you, I feel like you might have been with this person, but for whatever reason, the love has run out in the relationship. But there were so many things that were built up. There might have been children. There might have been family expectations. And so it got to the point where it's a little bit too comfortable. And even though you're no longer in love with this person, you're still in the relationship because of all of these material things. And now it's really difficult for you to extract yourself, to try to figure out what's happening, and to try to figure out, what's the next step that you need to take. And if you're in that relationship, there might be temptation here, I'm sensing, from an earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like this is a really, on paper, this person looks amazing. That's what it feels like to me. On paper, they look dashing. In person, they're just really attractive. But I feel that you need to be careful, mainly because what's coming in is the realization, the truth, and, things that might manifest the end of December, where you're going to start to see that, especially if you're in a relationship and there's this third party tempting you, you're going to see that you're at a point in your life where you're feeling a little bit low. You might also be in that loveless relationship. So the attention that you're getting from this person is necessary to kind of fill that void. It's necessary to make you feel wanted, needed, and attractive. But in the long run, you're going to realize that this person doesn't really, have that much to offer. And then on top of that, they are not looking for anything exclusive. Okay, so it's really important to keep our eyes peeled, and it's really important to be realistic about where we are and why we want certain things, because I feel like you might be in a relationship and it's stable, but in terms of like the love in the relationship, I'm sensing that, the financial considerations are overriding the love. In the present environment, some of you are here, and we have here the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is marriage, stability. So some of you are in stable relationship where you are married to each other, and there are good news coming into the picture regarding new addition to the family, regarding taking the relationship to the next level. If you are coupled up, there will be as well opportunities for the two of you to move in together, get married, share your assets, share your finances, share your resources, which is also why I felt like they mention in your general reading a restructuring of your financial situation. So there could be more people being added to the family. There could be new additions, like blending of families, or even moving in together, buying a property, celebrating the life that you have together. So I'm feeling a lot of people celebrating anniversaries, a lot of people celebrating like birthdays together, and especially addition to the family, baby showers and, bridal showers, even your children getting married. So if you are in a solid relationship, I feel like this is completely very, very solid, very happy. And if you are especially in a relationship with another fire sign, both of these are fire energies. So with the Page of Wands here, this is good news, seeing eye to eye, and feeling still very passionate about each other through all these years. So if you're in a relationship here with a fire sign, Sagittarius, another Leo, or an Aries, I feel like the relationship is very solid. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of support. And I feel like this might be the person that you are, going to ride or die with, because this to me is very stable. Okay. And then some of you, in a relationship that you're no longer in love with and being tempted by a third party from the outside. Crowning this reading is something that you're thinking about. I have here the Knight of Cups, and this is a blast from the past here. This character showed up in the general reading. This is a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. When it's in the reverse position, it's somebody that is very difficult to love because they don't really love themselves, okay? I would say that, with all the cups, when they come up in the reverse position, just imagine somebody coming in with their cup upside down. All the water pours out. They're coming in empty-handed, and they're gonna take and take and take, and then they leave you as well very, very empty. I feel for some of you, you are thinking about this person, and they might be at a distance from you. They might be very far from you. And I feel like for those of you who are dealing with this person, they have a lot of things that are going on in their life right now that they have to kind of keep track of, stay on top of. And so if you're dating this person, they're not going to be constantly communicating with you and, you know, checking up on you, wishing you good night, texting you in the morning. I feel like they're trying to figure some things out in their life. And so love and relationship is not really their priority. And especially, you know, you need a lot of reassurance in your relationship in order to feel safe. And so I feel like this person, if you're dealing with them, you need to express to them that you need more, okay, in order for you to trust in the viability of the relationship. Because I feel like you're both at a distance, and a lot of the times too, you know, signals get crossed, okay? So if you are in a stable relationship with them, if they're MIA, it's not because they don't love you. It's because there are other things that they're thinking about. So I feel like some of you will be heavily thinking about here a water sign. For some, it's an ex that you've already tried to leave behind, and you're not going to be entertaining their, or not, you're not going to be, you know, keeping their company. And then for others, if you're still with this person, I feel like they're going to be a little bit unavailable and MIA this month, and don't take any offense to it, because I feel like they have other things that they need to take care of. And especially if you're at a distance from each other, it's going to be extra challenging, right? If you're married, I feel like married people, things are really, really good. And I feel that you have people that are very interested. You have solid relationship partners that will really, you know, be able to support you. If you are single and dating, be careful that you're not inadvertently dating married people, okay? I feel like a very strong third party vibe. And I feel like somebody comes in, especially an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, looks great on paper, but I feel like he or she is married. I keep seeing that third party, okay? And I'm also sensing as well, for those of you who are recently, like, newly single, you're not at a point where you are okay to date just yet. I feel like you need to take more time to do a little bit more healing, to do a little bit more introspection regarding, you know, where you are, where you want to be, who you want to date, and whether or not you're ready. Because this is a card about self-esteem here. When it's in the reverse, it's actually very good, because it says, like, we're coming out of that cave. We're starting to live our life. We're starting to take new opportunities and take chances. But when we're at this space where we are still feeling a little bit like uncomfortable in our own skin, the type of people that we're attracting is like this. They do come in empty. And they are also going to take forever to make up their mind. So I feel like you have somebody that is very indecisive coming into the picture for those of you who are single. And be careful about attracting, you know, married people. Steer clear of that, okay? It's not going to be good karma.